How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things Marvel and everything relating to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and today we have some really cool Wandavision news. If you were wondering what the first episode, and actually the first few episodes of the Wandavision show would be like, today we're going to go over a major plot point that's going to take place over the first few episodes of the season. Right now, the things that we do know about the Wandavision series are kind of all over the place. We know that there's going to be Agatha Harkness, an actual witch, and there are going to be other witches as well during the Salem witch trial because we've seen leaked photos of these. We also know that the government and S.W.O.R.D are going to be involved, specifically Darcy Lewis from Thor and Thor the Dark World, and Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp. But today's plot point gives us a little bit of a better idea of why all of these different characters are involved in the WandaVision series. So I'll break it all down in this video, but first, if you're new, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all recent MCU news, and so you can enter this week's giveaway for a chance to win a Scarlet Witch Funko Pop. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. So we already know that the WandaVision series is going to be kind of based off of the House of M. We know that Wanda is going to be creating multiple realities, and in these realities she'll kind of have her picture perfect life. Vision will be there, she'll be married to him, and they have kids, the twins. But we know that these realities are fake, they're not real life. And that brings us into something that was recently discovered about the WandaVision series. Charles Murphy has recently reported that he has heard from his inside sources that the WandaVision series is going to be loosely based off of the West Coast Avengers, currently in a collection edition titled Vision Quest. Now, this is a very interesting storyline, and it actually fits kind of perfectly for what's going on in the MCU with Wanda and Vision right now. So, in this comic run, Vision ends up going missing, and of course, Wanda ends up going out to look for him. Over the next handful of episodes, Wanda ends up finding that he's been taken by a multinational group called Vigilance. She ends up tracking them down, and when she finds them, she finds out that they've actually disassembled Vision. He's completely deconstructed and his parts are laying out on a table. She also finds out that his memory and his data has been completely wiped clean. She finds out that Vision has absolutely no recollection of his previous life, including Wanda and their life together. Now, something that's pretty important to note is that when they finally put Vision back together, he comes back as an all-white version of himself. And there's actually a lot of symbolism that goes into this look. When they reassemble Vision, Hank Pym explains that he can recreate Vision's mind, but the data is all gone and he can't fill it with the memories of his past. They're gone. So Vision is essentially a white blank slate, an empty canvas to be filled in. So this new all-white version of Vision is essentially a new Vision, a Vision with absolutely no memory of everything that had happened in the past. Now, we actually do have some evidence that we are going to be getting the white Vision. Many comic book fans may have noticed a very important detail in Avengers Infinity War. At the end of Infinity War in Wakanda, when Thanos goes to retrieve the Mind Stone from Vision and is successful in ripping it out of his head, instantly killing Vision, when he drops Vision's body to the ground, his body essentially loses all color to it. It turns very grayish and whitish. Now, after many people saw this, we thought that we were going to be getting a West Coast Avengers version of Vision in Avengers Endgame. But of course, he was nowhere to be found in the movie. But we do know that he's going to be coming back in the WandaVision series. But there are actually two ways that he's going to be coming back. One is in these new realities that Wanda creates where he is there. However, these aren't necessarily real versions of Vision. And most people anticipate that eventually Wanda will realize that these new realities aren't real. So, just like in Vision Quest, Wanda is going to try and put Vision back together. And this is going to be a pretty major plot of a few episodes of the WandaVision series. Wanda seeking to bring Vision back to life, but then once she finally does, he has absolutely no memory of her or anything that has happened over the few years. And as you can imagine, this is going to be pretty devastating to Wanda. We know how much she misses Vision. We know how much of a good match they were. She barely managed to kill him when the fate of the entire universe was at hand. So she's going to go searching for him and try to put him back together, but it's going to be unsuccessful. And this could actually be a reason why Wanda starts to go mad. In the House of M and stories leading up to House of M, Wanda kind of starts to slowly go insane. She realizes that her sons were taken away from her and the memory of her sons were wiped from her as well by Agatha Harkness, who of course is going to be in this series. So Wanda finally finding all of the parts to Vision, finally recreating him and bringing him back, and then him not remembering her or anything could be one of those things that kind of pushes her over the edge. But another thing that Charles Murphy also notes is that this is how S.W.O.R.D and S.W.O.R.D could be involved. We've seen many leaked pictures at this point of S.W.O.R.D, so we know that S.W.O.R.D is going to be involved, but a lot of us are questioning why. What do they have to do with Wanda, essentially a witch? Well, based off of the leak photos that we've seen of Wanda outside of the S.W.O.R.D building, Charles speculates that there could be two things happening here. One is that S.W.O.R.D is actually helping Wanda put Vision back together, or two would be that S.W.O.R.D is actually responsible for taking him apart. At this time, there's really no way of knowing, but one thing that we can expect is when Vision actually comes back in the real reality where everything is taking place, he will probably be the white version of Vision and will most likely have no recollection of the events of Infinity War, Civil War, Age of Ultron, or Wanda. And further proof, as Charles points out, is that Marvel employee Sean Cindio has often posted on his Instagram teasing upcoming productions, posted a picture of the cover of Vision Quest on his Instagram, seemingly teasing that we are going to be getting White Vision. Again, implying that he's going to have absolutely no recollection of anything. So a big plot of what's going to happen in a few episodes of the WandaVision series is Wanda is going to go out and search for Vision, whether that's his body or pieces of his body, and then attempt to put him back together and bring him back to life, only to find out that he's going to have no memory of her or anything that has happened over the few years that he's been alive. So let me know what you think about this plot point, and how do you think it's going to play into Wanda and her alternate realities of Vision being alive and her having kids. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date on all things relating to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. For live updates, you can follow me on Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.